Hey everyone, Binary Guy from bostrategies.com here to give you some money management tips. There are two things to always keep in mind when dealing with the market. It goes up, which we consider a bull market, and it goes down, which we consider a bear market. Trading mindset is extremely important. Before you even think about trading, you need to make sure you have all of these taken care of. You need to remove all and any emotions from trading. You cannot get excited, you cannot get depressed, you cannot get angry. You have to remove yourself from the trade. The way I do that is I think of the money already gone. When I decide to place a trade, in my mind, that money investment is done, gone. I never had it. Think of it as gone. That way, if you're in the money, it's a reward to you. If not, okay, you already detached yourself from the money. You cannot get caught up emotionally in these trades, or it's going to tear you apart and you're not going to be able to continue on very long. It's going to eat you up inside. Never rush a trade or be distracted while trading. If you have a lot going on in your room, you got kids crying, you got phone ringing, you have a lot of distractions going on, you're going to make rush trades. They're going to be shoddy, sloppy, and you're going to do poorly eventually. You're going to get yourself in a bind. You cannot allow that to happen. You just want to take your time. You want to be very focused, be exactly in tune with what you're doing, and know what you're doing and be comfortable with it. Which brings me to be comfortable, not just mentally, but physically. Make sure you're comfortable in the chair. If you want some soft, low music in the background, whatever makes you comfortable. Get yourself physically comfortable. You don't want to be stiff as a board. It's going to tense you up. You're going to be here for a while if you're trading professionally. Just make sure you're physically comfortable as well as emotionally. Invest moderately and consistently. You can't jump around with your trades. If you're going to commit to a trade, let's say $250 per trade because that's what's in your account area, do that every time. Always trade $250 if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to trade $24 a trade, always trade $24. Don't jump around. If you're out of the money a bunch in a row, don't say, okay, well, I need to up my trade to try and make up for that. No, you're going to get yourself in a jam. Always trade consistently, the same amount every trade until you grow your account to another landmark, and then you can increase your trades and stick with that amount consistently. And I said trade moderately. I'm going to tell you exactly how that is. You're wondering, okay, well, what's a modest trade? How do I know, I don't want to drain my account too quick. I don't want to grow it and just, where do I start? 2 to 5% of your account balance is where you start. That is the ideal amount. I know it might not sound like a lot, but it really gives you a lot of leeway to make some money, but it's not going to drain your account if you have a bunch of out-of-the-money losses in a row. You're not going to just flush your account. It's a good medium. Any professional trader will tell you that they trade between 2 and 5%. And again, do it consistently. I can't stress that enough. Just remember, 2 to 5% of your account balance. Reality hurts sometimes. You're not going to be in the money every trade. That's reality. Just accept it. But you can make a respectable living traded binary options daily. People do it all the time, me being one of them. I make a living trading binary options, and I do so very well if I say so myself. There are tons of people out here who trade daily from the comfort of their home in their pajamas and make very, very respectable salaries doing it. Some do nots, and these are very important. Never, ever, ever guess. If you're going into this guessing, just stop now. Just take your money out, withdraw it, save yourself the heartache and the money. Because if you're guessing, you don't have a strategy or a system, you will lose it eventually. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can gamble or you can be a trader. You can't be both. Never guess. Go into each trade with a system or strategy. Never use the martingale system, which is doubling your loss. If you haven't heard of it, it's the theory behind, okay, if I lose $2, then I'm going to trade $4, and then if I lose that, I'm going to trade $16, and in the hopes that it's going to make up for itself. Don't do it. It's the oldest trick in the book. The lazy day trader uses the martingale system. Sounds good on paper. I guarantee you your account will be flushed in no time. You might get lucky for a little bit. You cannot trade like that consistently. You will not make it very long. Eventually it'll catch up to you and you will fail. You will have no money in your account. I can promise you. Ask anybody who's ever used the martingale system. Do some research on it yourself. Do a Google search on martingale system. And I guarantee you're going to find nothing but poor reviews because it just does not work. It sounds good on paper. It's not realistic. You're not going to make a living with it. Never get angry at the market. The market is so strong. You, I, nobody, we can't touch it. Okay, it has nothing to do with us. We cannot get angry at the market itself. We just have to deal with it. The benefit we have with binary options is any market conditions, the market can be crashing totally, and we can still be profiting from it. All we have to do is put a low trade instead of a high trade. We can profit from any market condition out there. So don't ever get angry at the market. And keep in mind that what we trade in binary options has no effect on the market. The market affects us. It doesn't matter how many highs people trade in binary options. It does not affect the stock market at all. They don't even know we're doing it. We are analyzing charts and making predictions. It has nothing to do with realistic share purchases. So keep that in mind. Don't get angry at the market. bostrategies.com is the website. Check it out. We've got some great strategies and systems for you if you haven't already. Sign up for an account with tradebdb.com, which is bank to binary, or trade24option.com, which is 24 option. And if you're looking for a signal service to give you some great signals, take any guesswork out of it. They tell you where and when to place the trades. Can't get any easier than this, folks. Professional signals given via live video conference. These are people who do this day in, day out, make a living out of it. They are professionals. They have a very high win ratio. Takes any guesswork out. biosignals.com. Thanks for your time. Binary Guy from bostrategies.com saying thanks a lot and happy trading.